Well, A1 Vacuum and Sewings live stream for Wednesday, September 27th. Another day in the life.
Okay, I'm coming.
I've decided adulting sucks.
Yeah. Let's be kids again.
I want to be my kids.
Yeah. I want to be my kids too.
So
They have it good.
they have it good.
Here I am.
So,
Hello.
So, it was a busy day in the store.
Yesterday, it was busy. We have one viewer. Who's our one viewer? We're having a special live feed just for you.
We have more than one viewer. It just takes a minute. So, I did get an update on printers. So a handful of people bought printers after our demo last week. And I've got, I think, one person I screwed up. And although everybody who got their printer so far ordered them around the same time, I was one printer short for somebody. So I ordered 9 printers. And did you see this? So
One of my best friends from college,
the one and only drunk girl.
Patrick.
We haven't named anybody.
Why? Why would you forget it? We're not even talking about it. That was really poor taste.
Oh, I thought it was funny.
No, it's
It
yeah,
was
no.
Bad taste.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Anyhow, I last night when I got home, I did some more stitching. So let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, Nativity. I sent, let's just pull the Band-Aid off. I'm like hot, and this hat is making me hot, and I'm gonna take off my hat. And so I just don't want you to be shocked. And sometimes when you come into the store, I'm just going to be, what are you calling it when I'm going commando on my head. So let's just do it. How's that?
I think she looks beautiful.
So, because it doesn't bother me anymore. It was really hard in the beginning. And I felt really self-conscious, and but now I want to be comfortable. And
You're owning it.
I'm not fancy. I did get some wigs. Some wonderful people donated some wigs to me, and I've tried them on. I don't know quite if I'm a wig person. My dream was to have, and this was during our party days, I always wanted a blue wig, like a baby blue wig. But I always had so much hair, I couldn't stuff it underneath the wig. So maybe at some point you'll see me with one of those, but this is just how you might see me. So, and then when winter comes, I'll be wearing a hat all the time because I like to be warm and cozy. Ta-da! I'm commando. I'm going commando. That refers to usually underwear, though, right? I'm not.
It's welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewings. We're just going to talk about inappropriate stuff.
I'm just
all
commando
morning.
here. So I wanted to talk to you about Nativity because I know I sent you the email. Yes, I was going to send you the email yesterday, but I sent it today because I need it. Ooh, Sinead. Thank you, Mark.
That was the first thing that
Asian Sinead.
That Steve said.
Really? Did he say that?
Well, because you had taken your scarf off before we got there, and he was like, "Oh, look, you're like a Korean Sinead O'Connor."
should I go to the costume store? Part of me was like, I'll just wear like a different wig every time, and it'll be like cheating on me with me, and we'll just like, it'll just be like a new look every time. But so I sent out that email.
That's from the movie Son of Sam, by the way. Like,
What was Son of? I don't even remember
Son of Sam. John Leguizamo is like, his wife puts a new wig on, and he's like, ooh, it's like cheating on you with you.
Patrick and I say that all the time because we thought that was really funny, but I forgot where it was from. So the Nativity. Nativity is, I sent out an email. I have a couple more packages of Nativity to get out, and I'm working. We probably did like 50 packages yesterday, so we'll get that out today. Today's my last good day, and then I have treatment tomorrow, and then we don't know. So I'm going to stay and get all of that done. You'll get all of that.
She's going to go home at a somewhat reasonable hour tonight.
It's my one day.
Because she needs to rest.
I'm going to rest all day tomorrow. And I'm going to rest after that.
You need to go into it rested.
I feel rested. I feel great. I feel wonderful.
Oh my God.
So I sent out that email.
Gotta eat it.
We did have high chews, so I've been putting high chews, tucking them in.
I tried to remember high chews, but I might have forgotten a couple.
I put them in.
We shipped probably 80 packages
I put them in. I put them in, and then I gave them to Patrick.
Oh, some of them are going to get 2 then.
Yeah. Miss Co, we do have extra nativities. I think I ordered like 20 to 30 extra. So I do have extra nativities. So just go ahead and order, and I'm going to be working on that. That's priority number 1. So I sent out an email this morning. It took me a while because I have to tag, like to send out a mass email. I have to go through all the orders, find every person, tag you, and then I can send out the email. So I worked on that this morning. So you should have gotten an email. If you didn't get an email and you want the email, I will forward it to you. A bunch of people emailed me saying that they wanted to get the email. So I'll add you to the list and I'll forward it to you. So the new cut list is on there. The new instructions, there's like 2 documents. There's instructions and then new cut list. And I also included the supply list for the scan and cut live feed. So it's not really a class. It's going to be a live feed. Michelle's going to be walking me through how to. It's next Wednesday, so it's tentative because Michelle's out sick. So we just need to make sure that she's not sick next Wednesday. And we'll do it as soon as, if she's out longer than that, we'll do it as soon as she's better, because I am of no help to you. I will not be able to help you.
We are going to be rescheduling classes.
Oh, if you are doing upgrade 3, I emailed you this morning because Michelle emailed us this morning saying that she wasn't feeling well. So there is no upgrade 3 class today. We're rescheduling all her classes, and she will reach out to you when she's back in the store. Please add me to Cindy. Email me. Just make sure you email me.
So, I never completed my thought on printers. So, I have 9 printers coming. I had not seen those ship yet. I reached out to Chris.
Oh, you know what? When I did the nativity thing, I didn't make it shareable. So I'm going to fix that right now. So don't worry about it. I'm fixing it right now. You'll be able to open it. I just need to fix that. Sorry. Do you want to finish?
So, I called my rep to say, what's up? A bunch has shipped, but I haven't seen, I haven't seen the actual printers ship. And his response was, all printer orders should be done by
Ooh, I made it restricted. Sorry. Anyone with the link.
All printer orders should be done by the 3rd week of October. So it may be a couple of days before you actually it may be like 2 weeks before you get your printers, but I will be paying very close attention to that. So what else do we have going on?
Oh, so I stitched I did not do the I didn't do the whatchamacallit, my prep video for Nativity because I forgot to bring the hot fix home with me, and my sewing room was such a disaster. And why are you laughing?
When was this? Was this weekend or just last night?
Just last night.
Oh, you were trying to do that.
Here's one of my Sundance shirts. $12. $12. It was one of those sales where you didn't even like it and you bought it. Have you ever bought? Because you're like, it's such a good deal, I gotta get it. Actually, I tried not to do that. I did not get some stuff because Sage was like, you gotta get it. It's $5.99. She got it in every color, and then I didn't because I didn't love it. I'm trying to not get it just because it's a great deal. Because I have tons of that in my closet that I don't wear because I never really liked it that much. It was just a good deal. I don't know if you can relate to that.
Don't say this stuff to me.
There's not a ton of it, but there is some of that in my closet.
She wears like 12 items, and she's got quite a closet.
I find something I like, and I just wear it over and over and over and over again.
And then she gets sick of it.
I need to purge. Something comes in, something needs to go out. But that's for people that have a lot of time. I can't think about it.
So so I actually clean. How long have I been talking about cleaning the garage?
Usually I ask him to do that on my birthday and on Christmas. I say, can we go clean the store or the garage? That's
right,
usually
but how long have I been talking about cleaning the garage?
a long time.
You have to remember the room I got in my house is the garage. But it's also like I'll be in there like working on a bicycle or something, and a door will open, and then garbage will just come flying into the room.
I just open the door. I throw the box.
And then what I also realized last night, I was grouchy.
It's fun.
I was grouchy.
He's been grouchy.
I was grouchy last night because I was like, I was in there cleaning, and then I kept finding stuff. I found stuff from last Halloween, where Jeannie's like, I'm just gonna put it in the garage. I'll deal with it later. I found stuff from like 2 Christmases ago.
And?
I was mad.
He was mad.
I was mad.
Now you're admitting it. Now you're admitting that you were mad.
No, I told you I was mad. I apologize for snapping at you, but.
Okay. As far as if you are doing, Think Brain. If you're doing the Spark event, Deck the Palms, starting now, your orders count. I meant to send you an email about that.
Is there something that counts and doesn't count?
Yeah, it has to be retail Kimberbell products. So if you buy OESD stuff, it doesn't count. So it needs to be $100 retail, and you need to put in your notes.
There is no discount on the.
Oh, there's 20% off. What? Patrick, why are you looking like that? We need to make money. 20% off. So, yeah.
20% off what?
Kimberbell.
All Kimberbell?
Except for kits that we cut. The kits we cut in the store are never discounted because there's so much manpower that goes into that. But everything else, and fabric kits that I buy from Kimberbell, the ones in the box, are 15% off. You'll get a whole email with this. I'm sorry you haven't gotten it yet, but I started writing the email last night, and they were just like, we have all the videos. I think all the videos are uploaded, so I'll send you the link to the video, and I'll send you the link to the supply list. I was just waiting for those things. We're always behind the 8 ball. How do we know it qualifies for the bonus CD? Because you do your order now through the event, which is going to be on October 11th, and I usually do it through the weekend. So it's like the next 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks, any of your orders. Betty, I'm in good hands. Yeah, I'm in good company with a lot of people. How do you get on the list for the upgrade class? I must have missed. Just email me, Shelly, and I'll put you in the next one.
All
Email
that goes
Michelle.
out. All that goes out on the Friday emails too. So there's a weekly email like Friday night or Saturday night, and most of the time there's a recap in those emails.
Heather, you're on the list.
Yeah, so all remaining upgrades are coming on Friday. These aren't extras. These are all the upgrades that we've ordered. I got 5 at random, and it was funny because it wasn't part of the package that was lost. I just got 5 at one point. So,
Yeah, Michelle, it's going to be available. I'm going to forward it to you right now. I'm just going to add you to the list. If you don't, and she was asking about nativity and cutting on this. This is how it works. We are going to be cutting. I want to show it to you because that's easier. You are beautiful. Here it is.
when can the ladies pick up kits for Deck the Palms?
You pick them up now. Come down, pick them up. We did probably like 3/4 and we'll finish them up. Okay, here's the project we're going to be working on. Sorry for the shiny cover. And I sent you there's like a supply list and like a detailed email, and I know it can be kind of confusing. The animals, those have puffy foam. Not puffy foam, but just the Kimberbell batting or the flex foam. We are not cutting those in class. The reason for that is Michelle cut it with the rotary cutter, and you have to do 2 passes. It's going to take way too long. So we are not cutting the foam, and there's too many variables. I feel like some people might struggle with that depending on your blade and all of that stuff. Foam's challenging. So we are not cutting those in class. And we are not cutting the fabric that goes over it because it has to go over the foam. So if you pre-cut it, it might not fit just right. What we are going to be cutting, we're going to be cutting the people, and we're going to be cutting the palm trees, and but none of the animals. People, palm trees, the angel. If you're going to be cutting with us, do not. I think these are like I don't know for sure. Where are the applique? Like this right here, these are applique pieces. Don't cut those all out individually because we're going to be laying down one piece, and then with the scan and cut, we'll put the pieces on it, we'll layer it on it, and then we'll cut it. Does that make sense? If you are going to be doing the project with us, because I'm hoping to do a sew along as long as I feel well enough, it's going to be fine. You can just do it with us too. You're just going to have to cut out your pieces. And I'm going to be like, oh, my piece is already cut. I'm going to lay it down. I'm excited. Maybe like this is how I'll do. I've had a scan and cut forever. I've just been too scared to use it. I'm a big chicken. So all of that is in the email. If you bought your kit someplace else and you want to cut with us, you're welcome to. You have to email me so I can add you to the list, and I can well, can I just put, you know what? I'm going to post it. I'll post all of that information. I'm going to post it on our sew along page, the A1 sew along page. I'll do that sometime today. It'll all be posted there so you don't have to email me. I'll just put the supply list, the new cut diagram, and the new cut instructions. I'll post all of that there. Do you sell the Brother PQ 1500? Absolutely. And that is like, everyone needs that machine. You got to get it. If you don't have it's the best straight stitch other than an industrial machine, but it's so much power. So you all have to get that. Does the Kimberbell fabric count towards? Kimberbell fabric does count. Kimberbell fabric counts. Events don't count. So you can't buy the next event. I have to put it up, but we are going to do that Easter event too. But fabric counts, and don't forget our fabric in the store. You have to write that it's the event though, so I can give you your discounts. Because otherwise it's too much for me to go, were they in the event? So you have to put it in your notes. But the fabric counts, and it'll be 20% off. When can we pick up kits for Deck the Palms? Come on down and pick up your kit, Rolo. It's ready. Oop. Gotta hide you. Good morning. I didn't get my email for the Nativity.
How
Oh,
much
Ann!
is the PQ 1500
Sorry, Ann.
SL?
I'll work on that today.
The PQ 1500 SLs.
I gotta add you in, and I'll call you this morning. We'll get your kit out.
There's a national deal on the PQ 1500 SL. For I want to say $7.99. I'm just looking right now.
And I'm adding you. Oh, you know what else? Okay. So, Kimberbell did another closeout sale, and I maxed out the credit card again. So, I couldn't buy as much as I wanted. But I did get some great stuff. And so, we're going to do a Kimberbell closeout sale next week. So, next week, I just have to have Graydon put everything in. There's going to be some deep discounts like Hello Sunshine. I think that thing is like $80. How much is Hello Sunshine? Hello Sunshine's $80. We're gonna do it for 15. So there's gonna be. That's why it's good to like listen to live feeds. And I also have something called my Kimberbell email list, and I'll send you special emails about special things. Anytime there's like a closeout, like great deals, I like to buy it up because number one, I can't resist a good deal. And then I like to give those good deals to you because I like to share because it's fun, right? We'll get you in a shopping. You're going to be like, oh my God, add to cart, add to cart. That's what we're going to do. You want to see how Michelle, yeah, I got to call her to figure out the hot fix, Cheryl, because she's not here. So I'm going to be a big girl and put on my big girl hot fix pants. And I'm going to do, that's going to be part of the prep video is I might have to call her and ask her.
The PQ 1500 is kind of as close as you can get. I think a lot of people do describe them as semi-industrial. I mean, they have industrial style bobbins and tension units. I do have one in the store to try. It's funny because when they were $18.99.99, we didn't sell that many of them. At $7.99.99, it's like everybody has to have one. Offload your heavy duty sewing to the PQ 1500 SL. Anytime you're doing straight stitching, they're a beautiful quilting machine as well.
Melinda, I'm adding you.
What is the difference between the PQ 1500 and the Juki 2010Q? They're totally different machines. The PQ 1500, I've looked at the Jukis. We've worked on the Jukis. I think the Jukis are a great machine. They're similar enough that a lot of times people are like, oh, the Juki and the Brother are the same. They are not. To call it what it is, the cut mechanism, the pin feed mechanism on the Brother are significantly easier to work on. We've seen the Jukis with timing problems in the cutters. And so I think the Brother's a much nicer machine just because they're simpler to work on. The Jukis are significantly more complicated. And I think one of the challenges there is we've seen issues that we've struggled to fix on those machines, and quite frankly, a single stitch machine should be very simple and easy to use. It's just a matter of preference at that point. I think the PQ 1500 is the way that I would go, not just because I sell them, but because they are
Easier to fix.
easier to fix, easier to work on, and kind of easier to use. And that's actually one of the things I think that is going on with the Brother-made machines these days. They really have cornered the market on ease of use. One would the PQ 1500 be good for bag making? If
Oh, yeah.
Michelle was here, she would tell you she makes almost all her bags on the PQ 1500. And what is it, 12 or 15 layers of vinyl that she talks about having sewn?
I don't know, but this is why the PQ 1500 is so amazing. Number one, it goes through like heavy stuff that you can't get through on other machines. Like I was doing that folded star hot mitt, and I had some skip stitches. The PQ 1500 goes through it just like butter. Like that seam on your jeans when you go to hem them, where you have to go up and over and you use like a height compensation tool, which is what I always used. I used a Gina jig to kind of bridge it. That foot will climb up and over like nobody's
Well, it's a
business.
flex foot too. So the foot has two moving pieces so that the foot keeps even pressure even when traveling over seams. And that's not something that you can get on the other sewing machines. And that's actually, it's an industrial style foot.
Yeah, it's not, I'd say it's not picky too. Like it's not picky with your thread. It's not picky with, and you can do beautiful free motion. So even though it's a straight stitch only machine, it's so versatile because it comes with so many great accessories. So it is just like if you're doing straight stitching and it's 1500 stitches per minute, so it's fast too. So there's just so many
It's
amazing
powerful.
things about that machine. I feel like I have the perfect sewing room because I have a multi-needle, my Luminaire, I have the PQ 1500, I've got my Triumph serger, and then I've got a long arm. And like, I feel like I don't really want for anything. Maybe a travel machine. Like a travel machine would be good at some point, but who's traveling? Not me. No, way too small. And you got to have a slide-on hoop.
So, so somebody asked about the needle threader on the PQ 1500. I'm going to actually see if I can pull up our PQ 1500 playlist, and I'll just,
So it does have a threader.
It is not the push button threader. It's a little bit more difficult to use. And difficult, it's funny. I can use it 100% of the time, never have problems.
You just need to know what you're doing.
You just
once you
need
understand,
to learn how to use it.
Once you understand the mechanics, I don't have any issues with it either. It is a machine that threads from left to right. So it's not flat to the back, it's flat to the right. So that's kind of important to understand too. But it is an amazing machine. And it's great if you're doing something on your sit down, like when I'm doing something on my Luminaire, I can just go to my PQ 1500 and do all my straight stitching. All my piecing. When I put together my tiling scenes, it's PQ 1500 all the way. Because some of those joins are thick. So I just go on my PQ 1500 because I know it's just going to go through it just like butter. Christy Gray, I was trying to add you to my Kimberbell email list, and I don't have your, I don't think I have your email address. So I need you to email me at Jeannie A1So. Email me. I'm going to check, I don't know if, Christy Gray. Do I have you? I don't have you in my system. So if you want to know, once we have those deals up on the Hello Sun, I was dreaming about Hello Sunshine. Hello Sunshine was one of their, what? I wasn't dreaming about, but sometimes, you know, when you're waking up in the morning, you start thinking about what you have to do for the day. But I was thinking, because there's no kit and they don't have those fabrics anymore, I was like, can we put together an amazing kit for Hello Sunshine? Wouldn't that be great? We could all do it together. You know the other thing I like about Hello Sunshine? It's going to have some more traditional piecing in it. So the older quilts had some traditional piecing, and I love that. That's like, not great piecer. That's kind of where I learned how to do my first piecing, was with like Kimberbell quilts, like make yourself at home. I'm a newer quilter. So, but it has some of that, and it would be so nice to do that. We could do it with Kimberbell Refreshed, the new fabrics. It'll be gorgeous. Okay, what else?
So I just posted the 2 videos. So with the PQ 1500, we are
Shelly D. Do I know
We
Shelly?
actually made videos for it. So, quite frankly, like here's the backstory on the PQ 1500. The PQ 1500 and the Baby Lock Accomplish are the same machine. They were $1899.99. I think the price went up to $1999.99. In the middle of the pandemic, when everybody sold out of all their sewing machines, Lady Fair, it's been a while since I've looked at my website.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't look at that.
If you go to the website and buy a PQ 1500, if it's not at the national deal, I'll certainly refund the money. But they are the national deals at $7.99. So in the middle of the pandemic, they sold out of all the sewing machines. Brother had a bunch of PQ 1500 SLs. And so what they did was they removed pricing protection and they gave us a wholesale discount on the machines. And so we bought a bunch of the machines, and then we realized other dealers were selling them at, I think at the time, this is 3 years ago, it was $700. And so that was when we were like, everybody needs one. We sold hundreds of them. Since then, the pricing, they've gotten rid of that wholesale discount. So the pricing has gone back up to $799.99. But if you want one and it's not on our website at that price, just call me and I'll honor that price.
Margaret added you. Celinda added you. Carolyn added you. Rolo, you've been on it. Pam, you're added. And hi, Miss Janet. So, okay. Somebody sent me an email, and I can't. What did you say? I lost connection. Jeannie, Jeanne, the letter A, the number 1, so. Jeannie A1 So, SEW, at gmail.com. So just email me. Linda.
So the national deal has been. Hey, would you mind unlocking and the
Dax
front
just
door?
went over.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Dax just
perfect.
went over.
Thank you. So the national deal, the challenge with the national deal is there is a new machine, minor upgrades, and that doesn't, I'm not trying to not sell the PQ 1600, which is what the new machine is called, but they haven't launched yet. And they're going to sell out of the PQ 1500 first.
I said we looked at it and I was like, oh, is it going to have a big, like, deeper throat? Like, is it going to have an upgraded threader? Like, what? I mean, just from a visual comparison, I didn't see anything. Did you?
We haven't seen them yet. And I think the upgrades.
Does it say what the upgrades
minor.
are?
The reason I say they're minor isn't like, we haven't seen it yet. But the thing I know about the new machine is they are gonna be somewhere around $200 to $300 more expensive, and we've been told that those machines will be available for us to purchase around the second or third week of October. They hadn't arrived in country for product launch, so while they were on display and they did that, we actually haven't seen that machine yet, so I'm not really sure.
I mean, looking at it, I don't see any, like.
We don't know. We haven't put hands on it. So the so there may be some clearance on the PQ 1500 SL. Let's see, brother. PQ 15.
Yeah, let's see. I mean,
SL.
right? Because if you can get we love the deals. If you can get a deal, get a deal. But I'm not seeing any. It's they've changed some things cosmetically, but it's still 1,500 stitches per minute. Throat space is the same. Comes with an extension table.
So Brother's actually saying at this point that the machine is discontinued.
Let's see if we can get some. And we could do, maybe we'll have a...
I mean, I have 3 or 4 in the store. Oh, you know what it is? So Brother doesn't have any more of them. And Brother did do a clearance on them for $7.39.
Cindy, you're on it already.
So
Cheryl, I'm
if they're
sure
not
you're on
on
it.
my website, just call me and I can get you one of the ones I have in the store.
Oh my God, Christy. Call today. There's never a good time. Just call. Yes, just give us a call. I did. Okay, so was it Cindy West or it was? I think it was a Cindy had emailed me about the class for the needle notebook. I'll work on that this weekend. So I'll put up the class, and we'll also do. I have to do a supply list. So I did another one last night, and this one is the. Well, this is. Go ahead. This is the itty bitty, which I absolutely loved. This one is the medium size, and when I did it, I did Tilda fabric again. I did it with like just the thin elastic, and you can see my placement wasn't quite right. When you're doing this with the fold over elastic, that would have come all the way to the edge, but my thin elastic didn't do that, so I would kind of have to work on like placement if you wanted to do the elastic. Isn't this cute? So this is the mini. When we do the class, we're going to do one mini and we're going to do one medium. We're not going to do the large size. It's just going to be bigger than this. And when you open it up, so why it's going to hold the bigger needles and the smaller needles is because you can just see it's just much wider. And this is 2 inches. So on the old one, I want to say it just came up to like, let's say it's belly button, like the middle of these, and they were packed into super tight. Like these there probably would have been 6 slots. So this one just makes it wider and it makes it taller, so you can put any needles in here. So this is gonna hold 8, and this, the itty bitty, is gonna hold, it'll hold 4. So just something good to just throw in your bag. But let me work on that supply list. We'll put this out next week. I think I have like 10 more of the designs in the store. You can go ahead and order that. But it's not up yet. Next week, we'll put it up. My best days have pretty much been Wednesdays. It'll probably be a Wednesday class. Have you... No, your totes are good. Linda, I will add you to the list. And it was you, Cindy. I thought it was you, Cindy. So the class isn't up yet. Look for it next week. So I will add Miss Linda and Cindy Lehman and the larger one. Yeah, this is a great size too, right? This is, so we're going to, and we'll do 2 of them in the class. Class will probably be about, I'd say just like an hour and a half. That way we can kind of take our time and not rush. And I'll do a prep video that I'll send you on cutting all your fabric. I just wanted to play around with the decor bond too to make sure. That's what I used in this. I used muslin as my stabilizer, and I used decor bond, which made it like a little bit more body. But you know, I was thinking maybe we could use fusible batting, but I think that might scrunch it. And is that the regular cut diagram or for the one? The one that I sent you of the cut diagram, that's from Kimberbell. So if you want to cut on the scan and cut, there is a supply list. So you're going to want to just cut as per the supply list. Oh my God. Betty, let me take care of that. I know we've talked about that a couple of times. And do you feel like I'm rocking the look? This is, let me email myself right now, and Jeannie, because there is a class. I was thinking about it last night. I was like, do I like the new Betty Stogner needle notebook? Class 1. I like them for different reasons. Like I like this because you can put any size in it. But if you're just using all Schmetz needles, I like the other ones because you can fit a lot in there. And we are going to be using for this one 5x7 hoop. For this one 8x12. So you got to have an 8x12 for this one. Is the needle kit for the class up yet? No, because I think your kit, I think it's going to be, we'll have the decor bond in there. It's just going to be 4 coordinating, fat quarters, and then you can cut them at will to fit. Hi, princess. And then, it'll have some fold over elastic that's going to go. I think we're going to use the fold over elastic, and it'll have the vinyl pre-cut. So that's what's going to be in the kit. So I need a little bit of time for that, to put it all together. And I think that's it. I've got a lot. I've got like a stack this big of, well, that's like papers, to put together the all your orders. So I'm going to go work on that right now. I will work on this over the weekend. Don't look for it until next week. And then we'll put kits together for this. And I think that's it. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. And I won't be here tomorrow. I hope I'll be here on Friday. Have a great day. Bye.